Hello and welcome to the School District of Clay County's Google Conversion video series. This video is the fourth in the series and is an interactive video. This means please feel free to pause the video at any time and try working inside your own county-issued Google account. This video is entitled Navigating Your Google Drive. As a reminder, each employee of the School District of Clay County has been given a Google Apps for Education (GAF) account. This account has a suite of applications to help you with communication and collaboration. Let's get started. Open your Chrome browser. In the top right corner of the browser, you will see a small blue sign-in button. In this case, I've already signed in linda.shriver@myoneclay.net. You go ahead and type in your School District of Clay County GAF account. Don't forget, @myoneclay.net is your Google address. Type in your password. If you've not used your SDCC Google account or have forgotten your password, contact the help desk to get your password reset at 904-529-4832, and they'll be happy to help you. Once logged in, go to the top right corner, your Google Grid, or as the kids call it, the Google Waffle. Click on Google Drive. We will focus this video on two major sections of the Google Drive. The first section can be found on the far right side of your Google Drive. I like to think of this section as the creation and organization section of Google Drive. The next section we will study is across the top. This section holds information and actions inside the Google Drive. Let's study both sections. The best place to begin is with the bright red New button. With this button, you can create new folders, docs, sheets, slides, and much more. As a reminder, Google Docs is like Microsoft Word. Google Sheets is like Excel, and Google Slides is like PowerPoint. From this section, you can also upload from your computer into Google Drive instead of the method that I showed you in an earlier video, drag and drop them in. Here are a couple things to remember from this section of Google Drive. Anything you create in this section, you will be the owner of, and it will automatically be organized into My Drive section of your Google Drive. So these things you find in here are things that either I've created or I've moved into My Drive from the Shared With Me section. Let's move down into Shared With Me. Once I click on this area, I will see everything, and I mean everything, that has been shared with me. I cannot organize Shared With Me, but I can move things out of Shared With Me into My Drive. For example, if someone shared a document that I need to keep, I can just drag it and drop it into My Drive. My Drive will open up if I hover over it long enough, and then I can pick which folder to put it in. I can also open my file structure over here from this caret next to My Drive in order to better see all my files, and then drag and drop it. Remembering, however, it will remain here in Shared With Me as well, so it will be both in here and here. The next section, we'll close this up. The next section is Recent. This is a timeline of what I have opened and when. It will just keep putting the newest things here at the top. So each of these are items that I've worked on very recently. The Starred section is any documents that I've given a star to. This is just another way that Google allows you to organize your drive. And last but not least is the Trash. Any documents or folders that we put into the trash go here and can be restored by clicking on it and coming up here and hitting Restore. You can also You can also delete it forever by clicking there. But don't worry, once you click it, it gives you a chance to back out. Okay, let's move over here along the top row. This row will help with structure and organization. It's important to know, however, that whatever I'm clicking on, let's say My Drive, the options along the top here will appear different. For example, I see My Drive. If I click deeper into My Drive folder structure, I begin to see breadcrumbs appear. Along the top here. If I click on the caret next to My Drive, it opens up some options for me as well. I can create a new file inside My Drive or inside this particular folder. I can upload, I can even create new documents. Some might say it looks very similar to the information that you had over here with the red button. But what is helpful about using this option is I can create my folder or doc and it goes automatically into that particular folder. So if I'm clicked on Google Stuff, I can click on the caret and it will actually create a folder or share that particular folder. Moving on down the row, I can click on List or Grid View. You can organize your files this way or go back to the list view. You also have the A to Z button. It allows you to organize them by name, last modified by me, or last opened by me. And it just arranges them in order. And then this handy dandy info button, the I button, will allow you to view details based on what you've clicked on over here. So if I am inside my Google Stuff folder, I've clicked on it here and it allows me to see all kinds of different changes and things that have happened inside this folder. For example, if I click on My Drive, as another example, and I highlight it over here, I can see all the different activities that have happened inside My Drive. Then lastly, the gear. Oh, and to close that up, you just click on that X. And lastly, this gear. This allows me to change settings. There aren't really a whole lot of setting options inside Google Drive, but it does allow me to convert uploads, set the view, modify. So like I can have it comfortable to the eyes or squished up to the eyes. Go play with that, it's different, but that's about all. If I click on the document, folder, or file, I get lots more options. So if I click on a document, folder, or file, like this one, I get a lot more options. Let's review those. This is a link for that particular folder or document. If you click on that link, it will show you the sharing settings and allow you to take a deeper dive into those sharing settings by clicking here. We will spend a lot more time on sharing sessions in future videos. Please just stay tuned for those because this can get very unique and complicated and you want to make sure you're using the right choices. But this gives you a very quick link if you need that link. The next button here will actually allow you to go straight to the sharing settings and make adjustments if needed. Again, more details on a future video. If I go ahead and open up Google Stuff Drive, a folder, and then I'm inside one of my folders, say Google Drive, and I'm on an actual document inside here. If I click on that, it actually opens up the link, the shared with me link, actually to add a person or to share that document, or this eyeball. This eyeball is unique because it does give me a chance to actually preview the document to get an idea of what it would look like. I can't edit or change inside it, but I can click here to open with and go straight to Google Docs that way, or close it up and just double click on it. And then of course there's the trash can. The next icon is 3 vertical dots. This will allow you to do a number of things. Open it, that particular document that you have highlighted, move it, add a star, rename it, view details, that sort of thing. But here is my favorite shortcut of all. Right-click on the document or folder, and you have similar options plus a few more, all condensed in one place. So you have preview, open with, share. You can do all that same sort of thing you did along the top. Doesn't matter whether it's a document, or let's go back to this folder, and it allows me the same thing. Again, all I'm doing is right-clicking on these. So remember, the Clay County Google Apps for Education virtual playground is always open. Just use your GAF account for full access. Please go play in your drive.